Hi, welcome to the PhotoStory 3 for Windows tutorial. I've opened PhotoStory. When you have opened PhotoStory, this is the screen that you will get to as soon as you are here. PhotoStory is a great program to use with your students to integrate photos, pictures, music, narration into here and create a podcast based upon something that they are studying. What we're going to do today is we're going to begin a new story. So if you see here, you can begin a new story. If you've already had one here, you can edit, or you can play one that you've already done. We're going to begin today. The first thing you do want to do before coming into PhotoStory is to make sure that you have everything ready in a file to bring into here. So we're going to begin. Go by clicking the next. Here's where you're going to import pictures. I've already gone to Google Images and downloaded some images of an emperor penguin because I'm going to do my podcast here on emperor penguins. I want to discuss where they live, what they look like, all that stuff. I had my students do this when they were writing to inform, and they wrote to inform about an animal, and they found pictures to go along with what they wrote. So we're going to first import pictures by clicking Import Pictures. And here you're going to see all my pictures that I have already of emperor penguins in my file folder. I'm going to import all of them together by holding down the Shift key and clicking. No, it's not going to work. Control. Yeah, I'm going to hold down, the Control key and click on the picture so that it'll be faster just to get all of them in there at one time. So I'm clicking on each picture while holding the Control, and now I'm going to click OK. And notice down here on the film side, all the pictures are here. You can edit your pictures by changing red eye, changing colors, turning them clockwise or counterclockwise. I'm going to leave the pictures alone because I feel like they're okay. You can rearrange your pictures if you don't like the order of them. My students arranged them so that it went along with their writing. So we're going to just arrange them. To arrange them, just click, drag, and move. It's very simple to move them. Alright, now that I have them arranged in the way that I like them, I'm going to go to the next screen. And in this screen is where I can add a title to my pictures. So if I wanted this to be my title screen, I could just type in the title of my presentation. Emperor Penguins by Jennifer Norris. I can change the font by clicking the little A's up here. I can move my title to the left. Back to the center. To the right. I'm going to leave it in the center because it looks better. You can put it at the top. You can leave it in the middle. You can put it at the bottom of the presentation. I actually like mine in the middle, so I'm going to leave it right here in the middle. You can add effects so that it's the picture changes as it leaves. I'm going to leave them because I don't like effects, but it'll be something fun for the students to play around with. Now that I have my title slide, I'm going to go to the next, and here is where I can record sound and add narration for each of the pictures. And what I had my students do was they had already written their paper, so they were pretty much reading from their paper, and they were moving from picture to picture as they moved from idea to idea in their papers. So if your students haven't written a paper and you just want this to be short, they can type their notes here before beginning. This presentation will they can type it there before they start recording, so they can look at that. And as you record, you would hit the record button, and for each picture that you're talking about, you just click the picture as you're recording. So I'm going to begin recording. This presentation will inform you about emperor penguins. Emperor penguins have many different body parts. They have a bill, neck, belly, webbed feet, claws, wedge-shaped tail, flipper-like wings, a back, and an eye. Emperor penguins live in the South Pole. To find food, the emperor penguins find holes in the ice where they can dive into, catch their fish, and come back out of. When it's very cold, the emperor penguins huddle together to help keep warm and to help keep their eggs warm. Baby penguins are born, and notice that they don't their fur is different than the adult penguins. Emperor penguins like to slide on their bellies as well as walk on their feet to get around. Emperor penguins live together in a family and in a group at all times in their life. Emperor penguins have a pouch of skin that can go over top of their egg to help keep it warm, which you can see if you look really closely in this photo. Thank you. I hope you learned a lot about emperor penguins from this presentation. And I just clicked stop. So notice while I was recording, I just moved from picture to picture talking about each one that I did. You can preview what you just saw by clicking the preview button. Emperor penguins live together in a family and in a group at all times in their life. And we can watch the whole thing at the very end. So we're going to go to the next screen. And the next screen is where you can add music. Some presentations can have background music. Because we have narration in this, we're not going to add any music. But you can do it just by selecting. They do have some pre-made music in here already that you can use. Or you can create your own. And again, you can preview your whole presentation that you have so far with your sound and your music and your pictures. So the next screen is where you would save your story. Right here is where you would tell it where you want to save it. We're going to save it right here, and we're going to save this as Emperor Penguin. And leave it there. We're going to save it to our computer and just click Next. And now it's building our story. This is a great program to use with your students if you're trying to get them to maybe write to persuade. They could gather numerous photos where they can persuade people to make healthy choices, adding pictures and narration. They can act out a story by taking pictures and video and putting it in here. And now we're going to quickly view our story just by clicking View Your Story to see what it looks like. It opens in Windows Media Player.
This presentation will inform you about emperor penguins. Emperor penguins have many different body parts. They have a bill, neck, belly, webbed feet, claws, wedge-shaped tail, flipper-like wings, a back, and an eye. Emperor penguins live in the South Pole. To find food, the emperor penguins find holes in the ice where they can dive into, catch their fish, and come back out of. When it's very cold, the emperor penguins huddle together to help keep warm and to help keep their eggs warm. Baby penguins are born, and notice that their fur is different than the adult penguins. Emperor penguins like to slide on their bellies as well as walk on their feet to get around. Emperor penguins live together in a family and in a group at all times in their life. Emperor penguins have a pouch of skin that can go over top of their egg to help keep it warm, which you can see if you look really closely in this photo. Thank you. I hope you learned a lot about emperor penguins from this presentation.
And there you go. We created a presentation using PhotoStory 3 just by importing photos and adding narration. I hope you enjoy using this with your students in your classrooms. Have a great day.